Here are all my ingredients prepared. I have my flavoring, my mold inhibitor, and my powder coloring. Hi y'all, welcome back to Surviving Chronically. In the last video, I promised you guys that I would make a video making my homemade suckers, and I am just about to make a batch of peach suckers, so I figured that I would let you guys watch and see what I do. I love my suckers. I've been making them now for a few months, and I feel like every time I make them I get better and better, and the colors get better and the suckers get better, and I just really enjoy making them. I enjoy making candy, I enjoy baking, I enjoy being able to make people smile with my food. I know, corny, right? But the truth. So I am laying out my sucker molds right now, and I'll be putting stickers in them. Stickers, y'all. Sticks. I'll be putting my sticks in here because I like to have everything ready. I like to set everything out before I even turn the heat on to start cooking my suckers, because I have found if I try to do it while I'm cooking the suckers, I burn them and they do not get the right consistency. So if I just have everything ready and stay with my pot, it works out a lot better. So I will show you guys how I incorporate everything and get it into the mold. Okay, in my saucepan, I have a cup of sugar and a ½ cup of corn syrup, and I'm adding a 1/4 cup of filtered water. We have one of those pure filters on our sink, so that's where I get my filtered water from, but you can buy it if you'd like, or you could buy one of the pure filters for your sink. Everything that I use in making my suckers I get from Amazon, and I will put the recipe and all of the ingredients that I use in the description for you guys to see what I use, and if you would like to use the same brands and such, you can. And I also want to let you guys know that those are affiliate links, and I don't stir this too much because it becomes a mess and it makes a lot of bubbles if you stir it. So I just swish it around enough to get it combined, and then I let it come to a boil, and then I put my thermometer in. I always do my suckers on medium heat, and I leave it on that the entire time. Here are all my ingredients prepared. I have my flavoring, my mold inhibitor, and my powder coloring. I use powder coloring because it is very vibrant and it looks really good, it works very good, it dissolves very good, and also that is how my friend who taught me how to do a lot of these baking things and cooking things taught me to make them, and I just feel like it works out better that way. And I have everything ready to go in these little ramekins, I guess you would say, so that when the time comes I can put them in as needed. It has started boiling, so I'm going to wait until the temperature gets to 260. Isn't this thing so cool though? I just got it. I was having trouble with thermometers, and I found this one that has the thermometer in it, and I've been using it all day today, and so far so good. I'm hoping it stays that way. I have my sucker molds all set up. I also got these on Amazon. They come 3 to a pack. And my sticks are 2 different sizes. If you guys haven't noticed, I had to get 2 different brands. It's kind of driving me crazy, but you know what? A sucker stick is a sucker stick, and that's how I'm going to look at it. We're getting there. 247, 248. Alright, we are over 260, so I'm going to add the powder coloring and show you guys. I normally just sprinkle it like this throughout, and then I let it boil and combine it. I do not stir it. The only time that I stir it is if I notice that there is clumps of this not breaking up, and in that situation I take my spatula and just poke at them until they dissolve without really stirring, because I don't want to cause a bunch of bubbles in my suckers. Alright, it's all combined in there. As you can see, it's a really pretty orange color. I hope that's coming out and that you can see it. So now I will just let it boil and leave my thermometer in here so I can read it. And at almost 300, it has to get to 300, but at like 296, 297, I take it off the heat because it'll continue cooking for a couple seconds and get to 300. And then I'll show you guys what I do from there. Okay, so it has come off of the heat and it has got to 300. I let it sit here and boil until it starts to boil out, because I wait until the bubbles stop getting so bubbly, because I'll show you what happens when I add the mold inhibitor and the flavoring. So here's the mold inhibitor, and as you can see, it starts to bubble again, and I like to wait until it's done bubbling to do that, so it doesn't cause too much bubbling and make it really nasty. Okay, and so here's the peach flavoring going in, and then I stir this. This is when I stir really good, because you want the flavoring to combine really good in there and not be floating to the top of your suckers. Now that the mixture has gotten to 275, we can pour. So you want to pour a little bit at a time, covering up the stick and making sure you get the cavity full. This is probably what I had the most hard time with when I first started making the suckers, because I would just pour it all over the place and not get a good clean pour. Now I'm learning how to control the pour to make sure I get the amount that I need in each cavity, and it turns out right. Alright, they are poured now. Look at how pretty. The recipe normally makes somewhere between 12 and 15 suckers, and it depends on how fast I pour, because it starts to harden. You can kind of tell here that it starts to harden as you're pouring, so you only have a little bit of time. And this batch did, oh no, this one did 15, my bad. No, 14. Moo, I can't math today. 6, 12, 13, 14. Alright, y'all, they are ready to come out of the mold, so I am going to show you me taking a couple of them out. And it's really simple with these molds. And that's the peach sucker. See, it's still got bubbles in it, but not as many as I would have had if I would have stirred it a lot. But isn't it beautiful? Let me know in the comments if you guys think I got the peach color right. It seems a little orangey to me, but it could be peachy. It could be a peach. I want to thank you all so much for watching me make my homemade suckers today. And I want to tell you guys that if you have any questions, just ask me in the comments. And while you're at it, please hit the subscribe button so you'll get a notification when I make a new video. And also, check out my blog at survivingchronicly.com. I do, like I've said before, I do the weekly highlights of Surviving Together and Cannabis Superwomen. They are really, really nice highlights, and it's nice to get to tell these people's story. So I hope you guys will check that out. Until next time.